Can't touch. Can't rush.
I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. Pass to Irving. Davis a screen. And he lobs it up! The rebound by Turner.
And the idea was good, but the execution severely lacking.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
And so it's Indiana with it, following the score by Dallas.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And the dunk by Gafford.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out, just going right for the slam.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
Now that takes a skillful touch.
Yeah, excellent control to just ease the ball back up and in. Here's Irving. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Gets in the paint and drains it. Kyrie Irving, show off that touch.
The definition of a stretch five, Doris. Miles Turner. He's led the league in blocks, and he can hit a three.
And it's such a valuable asset for this basketball team. When Turner is on the floor, you've got to be aware of where he is in range, and then Miles is going to protect the rim with the absolute best of them.
Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Irving's got 5.
I mean, if you want to chase him off the line, that's fine, but that ability to dribble drive, this guy is impossible to guard. Kyrie Irving.
A nice shot by Halliburton.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Nembhard with it. Now Thompson defending. Out to the right wing. Turner inside. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Miles Turner has great versatility, so he can score from anywhere, but right there is his bread and butter.
Outside for Davis. Misses from close range. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Miles Turner, the 11th pick by the Pacers in 2015 for much of his career with the team. He's endured the trade rumors. He said, I've still got PTSD from that, but I wanted to be here in Indy. And last season, a renegotiation of his contract, giving him an extension and a raise. Brian, he is locked in as their starting center.
Yeah, it would appear so, Allie. Thank you. Here's Dinwiddie into the lane. And he banks in the layup.
Well, just incredible ability on the drive. This guy, Spencer Dinwiddie, so difficult to contain.
Halliburton misses. The Mavericks leading. Doris, you look at the youth on this Pacers roster. Plenty of upside moving forward.
Oh, B.A., there is no doubt. One of the strengths of this team is the chemistry of the young pieces you just referenced. And remember, this group plays a unique style, the fastest pace in the league, one of the most dangerous offenses in the league. A ton of fun to watch this Pacers roster play together.
First personal foul.
Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
And there's the call on Spencer Dinwiddie. That's his first foul. 1:05 left in the first quarter. Halliburton outside. Turner, the offensive rebound. Haliburton outside. Siakam the screen. Shot clock at 6. And Indiana misses again.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
Lively with the bucket.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Pacers trail by 6. To the inside. Here's Nembhard. Davis with a rebound.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lively. And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
McConnell with it. Over to the left wing. Here's Bryant. And so it's Dallas leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Great shot selection right now. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Dallas.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
McConnell outside. Here's Toppin. Pass to Mathurin. 6 to shoot. Back to Toppin. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Toppin's got his first bucket in this one.
This guy very comfortable operating in the painted area. All Obi Toppin needs is a little bit of room to get that shot off.
Irving, that's good.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
Here's Toppin. And he drives in. Bryant, left side. Pass to Mathurin. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
Doris, one place you see this Dallas team show up is in the hustle stats.
B.A., this version of the Dallas Mavericks is as tough and as gritty and as willing to compete as any I've seen.
Inside. Here's Turner. The Mavericks pull it in.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Shot from the wing. Irving, no good.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Lets it fly. And the shot's good by Irving. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, guys, there are not many strokes more pure than that of Kyrie Irving's. Well, the athletic ability of Pascal Siakam with a little sauce there.
Irving attacking. Down low. Marshall. Second chance effort. This one for 3. And Kyrie Irving with the 3. Irving's got 12.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
And Dallas making a change here. Right wing. Here's Turner. Outside for Haliburton. Siakam the screen. Pass to Turner. 14 feet away. Another one falls for Indiana.
Okay, Miles Turner going to the mid-range. Money in the bank for that guy.
Marshall can't hit. And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. They trail by 7. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Pacers love to push it up. Tyrese Halliburton said, it's our biggest strength. Teams don't want to run with us. They know when you play us, have your track shoes ready, especially if you're coming off of a back-to-back or you have a packed schedule. You do not want to see us. Brian, they have their identity.
No doubt about that, and it starts with him. 5 to shoot. Back to Irving. Shoots over Turner. The rebound by Nembhard. Pacers trail by 7. Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
Pass to Marshall. Over to the wing. From deep. Drops in the 3. 5 points in the game.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far.
Timeout.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. 1:05 left in the first half. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Thompson. Back to Dinwiddie. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Well, Spencer Dinwiddie can make an impact in the painted area. He's got size at the position.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Toppin outside. Now Mathurin. 5 on the clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Here's Bryant. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And the dunk by Gafford.
That is nicely done by Spencer Dinwiddie, just getting the ball into the hands of a shooter.
Thompson outside. That three's off the mark. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Indiana shooting their first free throw of the contest. And the free throw, no good. Eight seconds left to play in the second quarter. Pass to Toppin. It's stolen by Washington. It'll count. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks ending the quarter up 10. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And we've seen the league ramp up the series model where teams play each other in the same arena twice in a row. What do you think, Doris?
B.A., I absolutely love this. And more importantly, the coaches seem to engage highly in it because they feel to a certain degree it brings you a level of almost playoff-like repetition.
Out to Thompson. Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
Pacers trail by 10. Here's Halliburton. Here's Nembhard. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Nembhard's gotten his second bucket.
Boy, the passing of Tyrese Halliburton. You've got to love to play with this guy.
Halliburton with the steal. Halliburton goes up top to throw it down.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
All right, Doris, where do you think Halliburton ranks among the NBA's best point guards?
Well, he's certainly, B.A., got to be near the top of the list. Number one, his vision is absolutely tremendous. He can create on the fly. As importantly to me, it's his spirit and presence, the joy he brings to the game.
Pass to Siakam. And here's Halliburton. Back to Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group. Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
And here's Turner from the arc. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for three. P.J. Washington picks one up.
Right, this is the size of Miles Turner because he's so skilled at using it to pick up these fouls.
And he's good on the second. One thing about the Pacers, Doris, they can flat out score the basketball.
It is incredible to me, B.A., how infrequently the ball sticks. They play fast, whether in transition or in the half court, they make defenses work.
There's Davis with the three. And the Mavericks, another three.
Yeah, Davis was just waiting for the ball, and once he gets it, it's all over.
Here's Nembhard. And once again, off the mark by Indiana. Dallas leading by 5. Pass to Thompson. Three-pointer. Oh, and Clay makes that three look so easy.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And Thompson gets it to go.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead. He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Thompson's got 9 points now in the second half. Here's Mathurin. Bryant, left side. Toppin, outside. Outside Irving. Out to Thompson. To the middle. Outside Davis. Pass to Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. The three is up. And Toppin pulls it down. Pacers trail by 14. To the paint. Can they get it? And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Well, the vertical of Obi Toppin on display rises up with ease.
Outside Irving. Back to Thompson. And stolen by McConnell. Outside Mathurin. Pass to McConnell. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Here's Thompson. Now here's Davis. A tough finish inside from Davis.
Yeah, when Davis gets that kind of positioning inside, he is pretty much automatic.
And Gafford with the block. And it's out of bounds to Indiana.
Substitution on the court.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Turner. "15 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Dinwiddie. banked it in off the glass. Dinwiddie's got 6.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And so
The Pacers, 34.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The Mavericks lead by 16. Irving for 3. The rebound by Turner. Indiana on offense. Here's Halliburton. Tyrese playing big in the painted area.
Well, you have to understand how to score when you're in the paint and you are 6'5". Tyrese Halliburton, he knows the way.
Here's Irving. Dinwiddie left side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the low block. Off the left rim and out. Pacers trail by 14. Halliburton with the ball. Irving picks him up.
First personal foul. First team foul. Coming off the floor for your Mavericks.
Here's Halliburton. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Halliburton's got 4 points this quarter.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Down low. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
That is the essence of facilitating an offense. Spencer getting the job done as a passer.
Turner for 3. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
Up top, Lively. Outside, Irving. Going inside. Lets it fly from 18. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
Yeah, the way Kyrie varies his pace, hard for any defender to guess right.
Halliburton outside. Here's Siakam. He's off on that one. Oh, good D by Edwards. Pass to Lively. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Irving. Indiana with a rebound.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Halliburton outside. Back to Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
An emphatic finish by Mr. Siakam. Yes, sir.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. Coach cautioned his team against feeling comfortable. He said the moment we take our foot off the gas, they're back in it. Let's push through the finish line. Brian?
Allie, thank you. Pass to Washington. And here is Irving. Puts up a 3. Sinks it from distance. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
Davis hits.
Well, Davis is a very capable shooter. He can hit from just about anywhere.
Turner in the high post. Here's Halliburton. Oh, Halliburton with the tough floater. Dallas leading by 12. On the wing, Davis. The 3 is up. Drains the triple.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Halliburton.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Mavericks.
They had excellent production from the bench.
This team has strong depth, and in this game, it showed.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Kyrie Irving.
Well, unselfish basketball. His ability to create for others has been the story of this game.
Halliburton for three. Washington grabs the miss.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Now Irving. Misses the jumper. And here are the Pacers now. 15-point game. Halliburton for three. He drops it from range.
3 points.
17 seconds left in the final quarter. The three from Washington hits the trifecta.
Well, this is why Kyrie Irving can make a defense look bad. He can beat you with his scoring or his passing.
Lets it go from deep. It counts. And so Dallas takes this one by a big margin. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.